One Love and Wellness. Love plus art equals wellness. We are headed towards the Capitol. I'm on North Capitol Street, Washington, D.C. And I have, well, to take the scenic route today. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking the scenic route. So, you are listening to the voice of precious mother love, one love and wellness. Love plus art equals wellness. I am on my way to a client. The client is located about an hour from where I am. So I'm about to head. I don't know if you hear that air. I think I need to move you away from my air vent. But yeah, I'm about to head out of town and meet up to a client, meet up to a bandmate, and meet up to a potential business partner. So, in the meantime, I just thought I had a window of time to talk to you guys about some more of the Dog Day afternoon, the Dog Star update, the Sirius or Orion, the Sirius Star series or the Orion Belt, all that stuff that I've been talking about lately because July is a gateway month. I'm riding straight down the gateways, leading me straight to. This is the capital emulates a mother's teat or titty ball, but so the obelisk, the George Washington Monument is emulating a man's phallus. I think obulus and phallus are representatives, both representatives of a man's part and genitals. And so also there are, I think what do you call that lawn, the mall that goes in front of the George Washington Monument also represents the female genitals. So anyway, I'm going to turn this around because I am about to do some wiggly waggly. I'm going to need both my hands, and in order for me to get where I need to go, I got to do that wiggly waggly thing. So let's see. I might as well let you see it as close as we can get, since we are not far at all at this point. So we're not far at all. So love plus art equals wellness. Let's twist it back on to me because this is the wiggly waggly part. Oh, and there's a cop right there. Don't run that light because he will get you. Okay, see him, but he's right there. Okay, family. So there's so much that I wanted to talk about. I don't know if any of you know anything about the canines and its association with people, but it's said that a dog is a man's best friend. It's also said that dogs and humans begin to emulate each other when they spend a lot of time together. And I say emulate, I'm really meaning they begin to resemble each other, look like family, look like they in the same family. A lot of times couples do that too. Couples, when they live together, they start to look like each other. And in some cases sound like each other, laugh like each other, have a lot of each other's habits. And I think, I was trying to find out scientifically what causes that. And I did do some research to figure out, well, what causes the dog to start looking like the person, or other people or other beings that may pack together or group together or align, they start to resemble each other. So my thought is, in my mind, oh, I see some, hello, mom, hello, Vijay, or how do you say that? Vijay Sakia? Well, wellness, and top of the day to you too, Ibrahim. Is this telling me to turn? I think this is telling me to go straight and I can turn. I mean, do what I need to do on this street. So yeah, so I'm in downtown DC, and I talked the last time we talked. I talked about knick knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. I've been talking about these dog stars. I've been talking about different dog related comments, and looks like this thing is trying to tell me to go another way. So these dog related comments, I started to try to find where's the foundation of these things. Who let the dogs out? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Or I don't know, Q dogs. There's just so many dog references. The dog pound. All the songs that George Clinton made, Atomic Dog. Oh. But the reason why I brought George Clinton into it, I am in the capital city, right? And he did talk about Chocolate City and, the White House. I think he could run for president. I mean, he has the intergalactic connections. I'm just joking, but I might not be joking. I might be serious to a degree that he actually he says some things that connects the dogs and outer space. And I talked about the Dogon saying that they were from the planet Sirius, the African tribe. And it's really, I'm starting to get more and more tidbits of things that become familiar and come and go into that category. So now, if everything is connected, because we are all one, we are just a microcosm of the macrocosm. And our bodies are an example of that too. Our bodies have all these trillions of cells, and those cells work together in different formats, different alliances, different groups. But this, our physical body, is a hive mindset, a beehive or a pack or a coalition or an association or an assimilation. We are made up of all these many, I want to say caplets, many, the cells form, I know so there's a whole big, so certain things join together and certain things are repelled and certain things have certain forms and are held together by those, their alliance come, whatever that is that they have been switched on or off to become in that cell or in that. I'm turning on the next one. Okay. And that, ooh, see. Lady crossing the street with the baby and all these cars. So be careful, lady, be careful. So I actually was watching this Star Trek version, and it was the Prodigy, the new updated cartoon version of Star Trek, created by all these foreign named people. These people whose names look like, the names even look like they from outer space, for real. There's a few Jones and Smiths in there, but very few who have regular names in there. Looking at their last names makes you think they got some firsthand knowledge of what the heck space is all about. So anyway, watching that program, The Prodigy, so and every one of the people that play parts, or each one of the characters have, they're from different planets, or are different species, and they're teaching each other about each other. And they're a unit that have decided, okay, we got each other's back, let's stick together, and we can make it work. So anyway, so they're on this training ship. They got Janeway on there, which is a AI teacher, trainer, co-captain, sort of thing. And they went to this planet, and on that planet that they went to, there was a lot of vibrations going on. The sand was starting to move, and the sand movements were was motivated by the frequency that was being emanated from the I was going to say the host tree, from the main emanator, which was actually from underneath the ground, which came from some kind of crystals, and these crystals energized the sand to respond to frequency. So if you were in your frequency, if you were nice, then they didn't bother you. If your frequency was not so nice, then they were, seeing you as opposition. And so one of the things that happened is that sand actually built itself into forms that were like buildings. Those forms were produced by, and they gave like science lessons throughout this whole series. It's supposed to be for children. Man, this person in front of me was sitting there at the green light like it was red to them, and it was our arrow, and so I'm going around them. Anyway, so the sand was motivated. One of them, each of them has like their own lane of things, and so this one, she's a species that no one had named yet, because she was, I guess, from the future, but her father had come from the future to the past to save her. And let's see, I'm going north to go south. Where's north? Okay, go this way. Okay, so her father was trying to prevent some major war, sort of elimination of his species from the future. So in any case, so she is a very smart person. This ship that he had stashed away, her father had stashed away, was a ship that was a Starfleet ship, and he had trained her since she was a baby to operate this thing. And so she knew this thing inside out, but did not know why she knew this information until she met the ship. But anyway, she was a smart chick, so she had information that was about frequency. She everything she teaches them about is about energy and frequency and how to balance things, and all the things that she has more input on, the lane that she's in, that she's more of a subject matter expert. Let sleeping Borgs die. And now I say let sleeping dogs lie, because I want to go into that phrase, sleeping dogs. But anyway, so this episode, Sleeping Borgs Die, was about what I just mentioned about this somatic frequency, and she was teaching them how, you can emanate these energies, but you can also speak these energies, and those energies will produce or materialize certain things based on that frequency. And so they actually, that whole episode is about how you can incorporate things, energies of different resources or different sources. You can combine all those energies into the oneness, and the oneness would just balance it out. It wouldn't, it's just the experience of it becomes a part of the all. Just the experience itself. So anyway, that hive mindset is what I wanted to get to for a moment as well, because it seems like, and I should have read my notes again before I started this trip, because I've written down some things to talk about, and I can't stop now because I'm going to be getting to my appointment like on time, like 15 minutes early, which to me is on time. But yeah, so I cannot look at it. I did pull the book out. I am going to see just how well I'm able to, if necessary, take a look. But in any case, so the hive mindset, remember I just said a few moments ago that the body is like a hive mindset, like it's all on one accord. all the trillions of cells that's in your body, like the whole thing, their whole purpose is for you, your existence, for you to be able to do what you came here to do. And each team has their marching orders, like you have organs, and they're a series of, or a group of, or conglomerate of cells that function for whatever that organ's function is. And those functions are inside the whole system, and those systems, that are a part of the whole that make up you. And so anyway, so all I'm saying is that I do think that the good, the bad, and the ugly, we all have the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's just, what do you choose to exhibit at the time? These are always choices. And so in our choices, to whatever we want to do with our energy, our good or bad, the first thing is to recognize that you are the captain of this vessel, this ship. So when you start recognizing that you're the captain of this vessel, this ship, you can be an overlord, but you actually need to get to know the nitty gritty pieces and parts of yourself, because at some point, you may need to take command over all of your faculties, or at least the main or the major faculties. For instance, when you're trying to heal, or when you have something that needs to heal. And I'm saying this because this is what happened to me yesterday. So yesterday I went through what I felt was like a heat stroke, a sunstroke. But sometimes that sun is not going to be in my best interest if I don't observe the parameters of its personality or of its energetic exertion, like, overexposure, or certain, the heights of certain temperatures. So I continued to expose myself, and some of my parts started breaking down and letting me know, hey, this is too much heat, this is too much going on for us. And so I got one symptom, and then I got another symptom, and I got another symptom. And so eating eyes to the home and speak. But I also had to do my own part. I did have to hydrate properly, but the reason why I to this as an example is because at some point I had to lay myself out, because I was starting to get dizzy and lightheaded and see the pixels and parts of, when your sight is coming in and when your sight is going out, how it pixelates, it breaks down into the pieces of the parts, and into the light particles. So I started seeing pixels, getting lightheaded, feeling like I was, very, very drained. I had no energy. I had no desire to eat. I had no appetite. It was extremely, extremely different for me, because I'm not used, because, well, I had never had sunstroke before, so I didn't even know what to look for as the potentials. I just knew, I at some points was exposing myself to the heat to say, okay, let's get used to this. Let's not be so, dependent on the AC, or the fan. There's so many people I see outside. They outside for hours. They got no fan on them. They ain't got no AC on them. And some of them got long sleeves on. The construction folks working outside. What makes them different, that they can go get through, or sit through, or survive through high temperatures like that? So I thought I was starting to help myself become more accustomed to it. Allow myself to become more. The more I exposed myself, getting myself my temperature to be more amenable to the high heats again. So some stuff you just can't do too fast, and I think I might have did it too fast. I might have needed to do short spurts and then longer spurts, and then whatever the case is, it didn't work. Mama felt the effects of the heat. I want to say a sunstroke, a heat stroke, or whatever it was. I started feeling all of the same things that you feel when you have a stroke. Only, even my heart felt some things. So, but anyway, okay, looks like we're gonna have to end it here. It's too many technical difficulties. One Love of Wellness. I'll come back after I meet with my client. Let's see what's going on here. Your truth is what I see. Oh, your mom. Okay, so I'm not able to, I'm on the Beltway. I'm not really able to read anything that's written here. I see hearts. Well, thanks, guys. One Love and Wellness. Maybe I'll have a chance to come back in about an hour after I see my client. And in the meantime, I want to talk about the Dog Star, the Dog Day afternoons. I want to talk about the Series A, B, and C scenario, the open gateway that's in the month of July. I do have a full moon event that's coming up July 21st. Direct message me or message underneath of this video if you want details. If you're in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, we will be conducting it this Sunday from 7 to 11. So reach out and touch me if you're interested. It will include my gateway meditation, download methodology, and an explanation as to what the pieces and parts all do. Then we'll put it together, do that gateway meditation, and we will be hitting a target that's going to be hard to miss because the door is wide open. Also, I want to talk about the Milky Way that's out there, visible in the night sky. So, Love+Art equals wellness. Ashe, family. Sorry I have to cut it short, but been good to hear from you guys. Hey, Tony Peoples. Heart. One love and wellness. Ashe. Peace. Oh, Tony, you need to come on the 21st because the TV people will be there. The people that I was telling you about, the video people. If you're still on here, I hope you are. But 7-8, that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, so give me a call if you want some of the details. So I can give you the address and directions so you can meet up to these folks so that they can film your play. Ashe, one love and wellness.